Yes, guys, what's happening? You don't know. Dada back here. So you're gonna get a bit of a workout. What I want to show you guys is how I build up my cardio and strength as well. Yeah, there's a circuit here. It starts with these rings here. Then we'll go to the dips and then a few other sort of exercises we can do. Now the thing with this is that between these exercise spots, you have a bit of a run. So at each point, I'll stop doing exercise, then run to the next one, do another exercise, and run to the next one, and so forth. Yeah. Okay. So that will be that exercise there. So that'll just be the pull-ups. We really extend the arms so we can really get that nice length from the arms. We extend it out and then pull back up again onto our chin, goes past our wrist. Okay. Now the good thing with this is that you can also practice your reverse lever as well. Now that will be that set done. I'll do a few bits and pieces here, and then I'll move to the next obstacle. If you look behind me, if you look all the way there, you can see those dip bars. So that's where I would run to. From after doing those pull-ups here, I'll run down there to the dip bar and then do a few dips there. So we're gonna head off over there now. Now I'm pretty sure you haven't seen something like this, like these dip bars before, because they're quite rare. I haven't seen them before. This is the first time I'm seeing them. It was on my training journey, right? So I'll do like maybe 10-20 dips and then I'll run to the next spot. Yeah, so just to show you what the dips will look like. It is easy, right, to go from the top side to the downside, but now we should go from the downside to the upside. That's where you then get the strength from. Yeah, so just to show you guys. Because we're working on the cardio, it's going to be non-stop. So we're not going to stop at any point to rest. It's just going to keep going round and round and round until we complete the circuit. Yeah, we've got the song coming out now. You don't know. Yeah. This is the bench. It's just something standard. It's nothing great. It's nothing spectacular. So again, here I'll do the sit-ups. The sit-ups, it doesn't really matter how many. You'd have to do a lot in order to get your abs really showing. So I tend not to count it. We'll be going to like maybe 100 or something like that. Okay. So I'll just get a quick set in, and then it's not just sit-ups as well. It will be maybe leg raises as well. So just lying down flat and then raising up with the legs. Okay. The running will help shred the weight, while the exercises will then tone up your body. Yeah. So again, the way how I do my exercises is not about going on some crazy diet, unless you really need to. You need to start fasting. But the way how I do the exercise, you can eat whatever you want. It's just that most people don't exercise. So when it does come to eating, they'll eat a lot, but then there's nothing to balance it off. So that's why people increasing the weight. But anyway, guys, on to the next exercise spot. Hope you like the video. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. So stage 4 is this balancing beam here. I mean, there's nothing much to it. It's just, I mean, just running through, just running along. You can just come and start balancing on that. I mean, my balance is pretty much excellent. So particularly on the legs, it's pretty much excellent. So I mean, I'll just run across and then that's about it. But that is, if you want to use that for anything else, you can even do some push-ups on there. The next sort of point is the pull-up bars. Yeah, so I mean, you've got the higher pull-up bar, and then you've got the lower one, and then you've got this nice curve that comes out, which I'll show you what I do with that, right? If you're with your young one, like you got your daughter or your son, like you want to come in, you could be doing that one, and they do on the lower bar, yeah. So, but I'll show you. So this will be again, I'll get in 10 reps or 20 reps of pull-ups, yeah. So we start from the bottom, and then we curve up. Yeah? I'll use the curved ones to actually just get a nice sort of pull-up as well, but it will be more of the chin. So we're working more of the bicep. But then what we'll also be doing, we'll be trying to extend the bicep. So what I mean by that is, just take a look, yeah? We really get the body worked up, and it's showing very well. The next part now is the push-up bars, yeah? So I'm just gonna get a few push-ups in, just to see what the sort of workout that I do. Remember, again, this is for the cardio and for strengthening, yeah? You're conditioning yourself. So again, it will be the laps around, and each of these places will stop and then do a quick workout and then continue. We don't stop until we do 3 laps around. Okay, so I'll just get a push-up in. Okay, let's go. Squeeze it in, come forward, and then push. Now, that low side that we push gets the lower part, the lower chest here. So we'll push, we'll get close in, and then we'll push outwards, okay? So, because when most of you lot do your push-ups, you lot keep it always standard. Don't keep it standard, change it. Because then you work across the whole chest, yeah? Now, why I'm not using the lower bar? Because you have dogs around here and they fucking piss everywhere. It pisses me off, I swear. For our next exercise spot, we're looking at the standard pull-up bar. So this is what you're more accustomed to. So we're gonna get, like here, I'll come to do muscle ups. It wouldn't have anything to do with pull-ups or anything like that. It'll just be strictly muscle ups. So we'll try and get in 5 to 10. So then as a whole lap of 3s, it will be either 15 or we're getting in 30, yeah? So I like these bars, but the only thing about these bars, they're quite low. So you always see me using my hips to try and get to try and boost up. That's because I can't get the full length from the ground. Okay, so that's the only reason why. But usually we'll try and keep the form as straight as possible. Okay, so we'll spend a lot of time here. It's now time to move to the next exercise spot, which you can just see down there is that beam. And what we do, we'll run down there and then get to the spot there. Let's go. So spot number 8 is just your simple beam again. There's nothing much to it. Again, you can use it for balancing, which would be good. You need to keep your balance at all times. Again, I'll tend to use it for maybe some push-ups or a flip over. I'll tend to do my backflip here because it's just an open space and there's no obstructions at all, yeah? I mean, the only thing about it, I need to then look at the area because you got people come with their dogs and they just shit in places and they don't bother even cleaning it. So you know, I don't really think that this should be used for dogs because the people don't clean up after themselves. Remember, like I said, whatever it is that you say you can do, you should be able to do it as of when it's requested. So this is just a random thing. We've done a few exercises, but it still doesn't matter. We're gonna get that set in, okay? So the backflip, you call it back spring or back whatever. I grew up calling it a backflip, so I call it a backflip. So whatever, you call it whatever. Okay, so again, we'll be doing a lot of stuff when we come here. So it's just not just pulling, pushing. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we'll try and do in order to get this shape that we do have. But then not only get the shape, it's not all about the shape, it's how you feel and what your body is able to do. Let's move to the next one. Last but not least, we have down our dips bar, right? So this is what you're more accustomed to. Again, we'll do the run and then we'll get some reps in here, yeah? So check the reps that I do and perhaps you can implement them in your exercise. Yes! Smile, you know? Yes, you feel the adrenaline pumping when doing that. I really like the dip bars myself, yeah? And that's not all we can do with these dip bars. Because of the distance, I like to do push-ups on these as well. So you have several different push-ups you can do. We can start off with the pikes. And this is what I mean about having, what I'm about to do. I'm just going to do a few things, but this is what I mean about having full control of your body and knowing where it's at. So cats tend to use their whiskers to measure distances. We don't have whiskers, but we still have a sense of our body, the distance between places or things. So then that gets you to be able to do certain things just by looking at where you are and then going into an exercise or into a form or into a trick, yeah? So, yeah. See, I look at the back of the bar. See what I mean? Stick up. Okay. Okay, I'm sure you missed that, but you'll find it on one of the shorts that I've done that I flip over, yeah? So that's just one of the push-ups. Another one. Again, we don't need to do the way how normal people do it. We do it our way, right? See what I mean? Okay. So you can get your standard push-ups, which will spread your chest wide. You see? Then we can elevate it to use these. See? Then not only that, we can get claps in as well. Okay, these are a bit risky. So make sure you know what you're doing and you're very comfortable before doing it. Okay, that'll be the training for now. Again, this is just to show you what you can do to increase your strength and then also your cardio and your endurance, yeah? Because you want to be able to keep going, and that's the way how you then start getting this definition. That's how you start to get these physiques. It's more reps and less rest, okay? Because we're running, we do work the legs as well, right? So we're not avoiding the legs, we're running all the time within this exercise, so you're not avoiding the legs or your lower part of the body, okay? That's why at some of these areas we'll then do the calf raises, so we do the tiptoes, right? So we'll get the calves worked out, and then if at certain points, if the run is not enough, you can then just do your squats. You can fit it in, yeah? So doing that with the exercises will get you ripped and built and ready for what's to come, okay? Remember guys, yeah, stay fit and stay locked on, and don't forget to subscribe as well, because I've got a whole lot of exercises coming through This is just one part of it. Like I said, it's not just about pulling and showing off your pull-ups, okay, or muscle-ups. There's other things to it that help improve your body. So then when it does come to doing the pull-ups and muscle-ups, you're fine with it, okay? So that's how it works. Okay, that's it for now, guys. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Now, if you look at the back, so that's it for now. I'm out, yeah? Boop, boop, boop. Stay locked. You don't know. Bam.